From the Work module, there are two routes to access the Gantt. The first is from the Project tab. Click on the 3 points of the project that you want to consult, and select the option View Project Gantt. The second is from the Gantt tab, where by displaying the menu, you will be able to see all the available projects. The Gantt chart is a Workdeck function that is used to visualize the planning of activities and tasks that make up a project. It allows you to easily track and control the implementation of work in real time. By clicking the two gray vertical arrows, you will be able to see in detail the tasks associated with each activity. Remember that you can change the display to be by day, by week, or by month. The most important functionality of the Gantt chart is that it is completely synchronized with the calendar, and every time a user completes a task, it will be reflected in the calendar. In this way, managers can have visibility of the progress of each project. In the Legend tab, you will find the meaning of the colors and the symbols of the Gantt that allows you to know the status of the activities and tasks. In green, you can see an activity or task that is already finished. It will appear both in the left side menu and inside the Gantt. Within the Gantt, you will see the planned period to work on each task in light blue, while the most intense blue represents the actual hours worked within the stipulated period. The red color with white stripes means that the work hours dedicated to said task exceeded the total hours initially planned. Light blue with white stripes means that the work was completed, but that it was carried out outside the planned period. The stars symbolize the milestones or critical control points of each task. By clicking on a star, you can see the details of the corresponding milestone. At any time you can add a new milestone by clicking on Edit Project. Since the milestones are created from the project configuration area, this cannot be done directly from the Gantt. The flags indicate the risks of the project. They are added directly from the Gantt by clicking on the corresponding task and indicating its degree of severity with the colors. Remember to describe the risk and the mitigation strategy thereof. Lines are used to mark a dependency between tasks. Remember that dependencies are managed from the project configuration. Once you determine them, you will see them reflected in the Gantt. By clicking the two horizontal arrows on the left side menu, we can observe the work team that participates in the different activities and tasks. As the work progresses, you can monitor the consumption of hours and the remaining time according to the initial plan. Clicking on the More tab brings up new features such as the ability to leave comments and tag other users who are working on the project. In the project activity, you can see the log of the modifications or updates in the project. In Key Observations, you can leave important notes to take into consideration. Finally, in Files, you can attach and download documents. Remember that you can also access the project repository from the Project Repository tab. Here you will see all the attachments that this project has. Ready, this is how to manage a project from the Gantt.